Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episode 3. The legendary Tengen, I think. Yeah, mixed group. A lot of people in attendance. Oh. Okay.
天元様はなんでそんな感じなの
I love it though. I love it. I was like trying to parse what they were talking about and what that name meant. And you're just like, by the way, what the hell are you? What the hell is even that? And yeah. Oh, that's an interesting combination. Yeah, for real. How old are you when you get your third and fourth eyes? Alright, it's a little bit confusing, honestly. The lore, for once, a little bit confusing in Jujutsu Kaisen. The star plasma vessel is another way of saying human being I sacrificed by merging with, and that didn't happen for reasons we saw in Season 2. So now Tengen has no being, and it's just a manifestation of the world, which is an interesting premise. Some things we could do with that, maybe. The entrance and exit is fading. It wouldn't be Jujutsu Kaisen if we didn't impose conditions on everything. Right, yeah. Sort of like Invincible. Assimilate mankind with Tengen? How? Yeah. Yeah, what is this? But there was no assimilation. Okay. Yeah, you did say that. Crazy. Whoa, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a very heavy information dump for once. I understand the forced evolution thing, though sort of, like I don't know to what end. Maybe that's the end in itself. I don't understand what he gains from merging everyone, the world, with Tengen, because that wouldn't necessarily be him. It would be some new being that isn't him or is him. I don't know. Is that the goal? Right, this is a good question. That's what I want to know too. He also did say that, yeah, to be fair. I can be, yeah, got it. So you need protection. It's sort of like Evangelion with impact. Can't let them get down here. We're just a sitting duck waiting. Weird. That's happened this time, yeah. That's out of the way for now. Right, I see. Killing the Six Eyes wielder risks them being reborn and showing up in time, but locking them away keeps them neutralized. All right, this is a lot, but to take a stab at this in a very bird's eye view, Tengen is responsible or is the source of the barriers between the cursed world and humans, which is why he or it is an essential part of this whole thing, this whole balance. And typically he stayed alive or something through merging with the star sacrifice or whatever, but now because of what happened in the beginning of Season 2, he was sort of in a vacuum and he evolved, and now he can merge with anyone, or anyone can merge with him, which would mean whoever did merge with him would sort of have the access to those barriers or be a part of those barriers. So if the wrong person, somebody with a lot of power or maybe bad intent or something like that, were to merge with him, they could bring down this world as they knew it, because all the barriers would be broken, or it would be some sort of like outflowing of negative energy. And this is an especially big problem because Kenjaku, having Geto's power for one, or maybe he always could do it, I don't know, is it would be able to manipulate that, or would be able to manipulate Tengen into doing what he wanted if there was any contact between them, which would expedite the whole thing or make the whole thing more severe or something like that. I think I'm in the general vicinity, and it's confusing, but I think there's also an element of it where Tengen is the sum totality of humanity. So if humanity were to evolve by developing greater powers through, for example, the Culling Game, then something happens. That's your father. Damn, I knew Toji was badass. I didn't realize he was so badass he destroyed fate itself. The missing piece. Yeah, what is the Culling Game? What is this? How does this factor in? Oh, Okay, it's a warm up. We need to raise the level so we're compatible. Is that it? Oh, we saw these, right? So he has to create the perfect system so that it happens on its own. That's true. That's an interesting point. Yeah, it's already in play. It's happening, or it must be won. We gotta win it. Yeah, we need to participate. We need to win.
積木さんやゲームに消極的な人は回遊を抜けるルールを追加するしかない。五条先生の解放も並行しましょう。
Yes, I mean that should be priority number one. But that's the what do you call that in Harry Potter? The snitch. Everything else is irrelevant if you just free Gojo. Okay. That's too bad. Actually, we might get a lot of action out of this. He's coming.
僕はもうみんなと離れたくないので。
Feels good to have you in our corner, for real. I'm glad that was in hindsight, pretty obvious fake out of being on opposite sides.
これをこじ開けるにはあらゆる術式を強制解除する天の逆鉾。あらゆる術式効果を乱し相殺する
Alright, so we're looking for 2 items in particular. At least we have a mission and a clear objective. There goes that. Whoops. But what about the rope? There's still the rope. There also goes the black rope. So what? He was thinking I'll never get trapped in a box. He was wrong.
死滅回遊に参加しているプレイヤーの中に天使を名乗る1000年前の術師がいる。
Sounds like Chainsaw Man.
彼女の術式はあらゆる術式を
This is incredibly useful and we must protect Angel at all costs. Episode 50, about the Culling Game. Yeah, that's an appropriate title. This is definitely about the Culling Game. Boy, it's a good thing that Tengen showed his face because otherwise I would have had a lot of questions. Now everything is perfectly clear. This Angel looks a lot more beautiful and seductive than Chainsaw Man Angel, but that makes me suspicious. You never know. You gotta be careful.
北海道が入ってないのは呪術連の結果？そうだ。あの地はすでに巨大な霊場として奈良市が住んでいる。
The challenging land, the catchphrase issued in 99 by the Hokkaido government office. I worked on a farm in Hokkaido when I was a teenager. It was challenging.
儀式が終わるまでどのくらいかかりますか？
回遊次第だが。
Depends on the way it breaks down, right? 2 months. Wow, it's a long time.
11月9日の午前
You choose your colony, your starting location. Sort of like your stage.
積み木が回遊に参加するまでの猶予。ざっと10日と15時間。
Okay, that's a much more strict deadline. We must protect Sumiki at all costs.
逆に私みたいなのとか術式持ってない術師はノーリスクだよな。
Right, they have no
パンダは
abilities.
どうなんだ？
Where is
あ
Panda?
いつノーとかあんのか？
Panda may be the loophole in all this that can save us. So if you don't go, you're punished, maybe killed. If you do go, well, you consented to this. We're taking that as consent. It's your choice. You get points by killing. This one's pretty clear. And sort of a big deal if we want points. No comments there. This one I want clarification on. Why wouldn't you just kill a lot of humans if you're powerful? You know, like normal level humans.
追加か。
You
すで
can
にあるルールを消すのはなしかな。
add an additional rule, but other people also are going to be adding
い
rules.
けるかもしれませんね。
Right, right. Like the legal system.
判断基準があっち任せすぎる。
Yeah, how do you get them to improve? This is sort of a way. Oh, yeah? Tell me more,
す
Tengen.
でにプレイヤーにここまでのルールを敷いているんだ。呪術的にはこれ以上賢弱に利益が偏る。
Okay, thank God for this unbiased system.
また人を殺さなきゃいけないのか。
いや、
You gotta do it. You gotta kill people. Is there a loophole?
ユキさんと長宗はここに残って天元様の護衛。
Big responsibility.
私はまず全員家に戻って呪具の回収。
I don't know how you'd ever find anything in there. The lighting is terrible. Just like one swinging light fixture in the entire property. The Zen clan just lives in darkness. But at least I'm sure it'll be a pleasant trip. I'm sure they'll be having to part with their cursed tools. Especially what's his name? Mr. Misogyny.
光線機構の呪具は鴨家と全員家が持ち出してすっからかん。
That was part of the
だが恵みが全
will.
員家の当主になった。
He is?
後で説明する。
I didn't realize that it all went through. Oh, because he has that thing. He's got the thing. He's got the 10th level, 10th heaven thing.
用が済んだらパンダ探して海遊の平定に協
We
力。
can't do this without Panda.
ユータは
僕は早速コロニーに入って
sure.
回遊に参加するよ。
Go for it. Who are we killing?
また単独行動だけど、万が一
Back to loneliness.
で潰し合うことがないように。それから積み木さんに何かあった時のために近場のコロニーは避けるね。
Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works. I'm just thinking off the cuff here, but there's a risk of going together. I mean, it's reasonable to assume there's going to be enough people, but assuming there wasn't, and like it was just 2 of you, wouldn't you have to kill each other or lose? You're effectively neutralized, maybe?
結界で電波が断たれるかもしれないからしばらく連絡取れないかも。あ、
We just.
もし次俺が作る。
Oh, the promise, yeah. Later. We gotta take this risk.
係金次。停学中の3年生だよ。
今はとにかく人手
We
が
need
足
help.
んねえ
Yeah, there are no characters left.
その人強いの？
村っ気があるけど
Oh, is it him from the
は
intro?
僕より強いよ
High praise. Wow, he looks fun. The evolution of mankind with Tengen, a PowerPoint, very detailed. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of information. I think we have enough of the gist to start killing. With that out of the way, who knows though? I mean, part of the anticipation about this is that there's the hearing the rules and being told about the game, and then there's the feeling you get and the understanding that comes with it from actually playing it and being in real time. It's going to break down in some really crazy, unpredictable ways. It's going to be one hell of a simulation for humanity's soul and life and survival.
調査ありがとう。助かった。
For real. Choso was there to pull us out of the depths on the stairs in front of that giant red window. He's so proud. He's a proud older brother. What are normal people going to think about this? What happens now? I bet some humans are going to love it, actually.
ようわからんきっかけで急に売れるやつぎょうさんおるでもそいつらは急におもろなったわけやないもともとおもろかったけど埋もれてただけやねんお前そうちゃうやろ
Oh, is this him? Maybe it's him. Maybe it's him. Maybe he's the third year that dropped out.
お前にできる向いてることをせ
He just might. That thing is maybe the Culling Game.
俺は嫌いやなかったで高場のネタ
It's not that supportive. I didn't hate it.
おもろなくても売れるやつは売れんねん
True.
ずっとおもろいやつとずっと自分のことおもろいと勘違いできるやつ
Act as if.
だと言うけれど本当は一段くらいこぼだこぼだとこぼだこぼだと言うけれど本当は七段くらいが
This is him, right? This is him? What does it mean? What does the comedy edition mean, that element of it? There are those who are really funny all the time and those who can delude themselves into thinking they're funny. What does that have to do with the Culling Game and his abilities? And he wants to believe 50-50, but it's 70-30. He's 70% funny and 30% he believes he's funny. Though I don't know if those sum to 100. They're sort of different things, aren't they? Maybe just confidence shaking knowing the Culling Game's about to begin. You're not really that good. And also, like, the more you lean on the other side of it that you're just pretending, the less funny you're going to be or the less skilled you're going to be. It's going to fall apart. The more you fixate on, like, how much of it is fake, the more of it is fake. Sort of like that perpetual loop of curses begetting more curses, of which the Culling Game is the apex of. Just a random thought. It's interesting that Kenjaku ends up feeling like not that different from Geto, the original Geto, in terms of the evolution goal. I wonder what the connection is there exactly. Geto's got to be there a little bit, right? Geto's in there somewhere. There's some relation between the two of them. Overall, I mean, man, this was a heavy episode. Like a lot of information. It's hard to repeat it, but I think it's all there. The Culling Game is a little bit hard to anticipate based on this, but that I think is okay because we're going to see the Culling Game play out. My positive takeaway from this is that we have goals. Like, okay, there's these rules. This is how we're going to approach it. Some of us are looking for Angel. Some of us are protecting Tengen. Some of us are going to go into the colonies and start playing the game and getting points so that we can get enough to make an addendum or addition to the rules to hopefully get us out of this if that's possible at all. This episode itself, I wouldn't say is like thrilling because it's a lot of rules. It feels like a manual, but while perhaps not great as a standalone, my feeling or my hope is now that we have all these things in place and we have all these different things we're going after, this is where it's going to start to get really crazy and exciting. And there is a lot of potential. Like, I mean, basically, like I said, this is Battle Royale with Supernatural and a little bit more dynamic with the rules and system. But Battle Royale, I mean, just thrilling. That's why it's been copied a billion times. There's just so many ways this could go, so many crazy things that could happen. No idea. And somehow it doesn't feel as hopeless as Shibuya, though that could quickly change.